Hey guys, and welcome back to another video, and today we have my review of Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one. And there will be spoilers in this video, so that's your warning in case you haven't seen it. Be sure to go and watch it first and then come back here, or if you don't care about spoilers, just continue watching the video, I guess. But I'll be shocked if any of you haven't seen this film. And as you can see, I'm trying to be professional. I've got my Marvel Phase 2 box set up there, because I have the box sets, because I'm a nerd. This film is great. The cast is absolutely perfect, and it balances the comedy and emotion really well. Some Marvel films, some other films in general, struggle to balance emotion and comedy in films and their tone, and the film opens really strongly with Peter and his mother. It tells us why he hasn't looked back at Earth since that day. Like, it's a traumatic memory. Unfortunately, that kind of leads into a flaw with Endgame I have, where Quill doesn't have a reaction to being back on Earth, and he should, and I really hope it is mentioned in Guardians 3. I haven't heard that it will be, so I'm really just hoping, but yeah, that's no flaw of this film. Having Star-Lord dancing on Morag as an introduction to him as an adult just sets the tone amazingly for him as a character and the film in general. It is one of the funniest scenes in the MCU, and Endgame makes it funnier from the other perspective of Rhodes and Nebula, and it really kind of cements Quill as this everyday man who's very human, likes dancing, just, you know. To me, the balance of CGI and practical sets here is really good in this film, and all the space stuff is really visually appealing, like Nowhere and all the ships and stuff like that. It looks great, like it's really attractive and appealing to look at, and it also really helps set itself apart from the rest of the MCU, and it was really refreshing when it came out. Because going into this I thought it was just going to be Space Avengers, and in some ways it is, but at the same time it's still very different to the Earth side of the MCU. And of course, it's great when they meet in Infinity War. A lot happens in the first 25 minutes of this film. We're introduced to everyone and the plot and everything, and it didn't feel rushed, and that's quite difficult to do in 25 minutes, I think, to make us invested in characters. It was actually a lot of fun. It didn't feel rushed for me at all. I want to say quickly too that Dave Bautista kills as Drax. I apologise if I pronounce his name wrong, but I am 100% confident, like I don't have a doubt in my mind, that I wouldn't like this character as much if it was played by anyone else. He nails the comedy stuff, the intimidating stuff, and the emotional stuff. He is absolutely great. As I said, all the cast is perfect. I just wanted to give a special mention to him, because I don't think he gets as mentioned as much as some of the others. The stuff on Nowhere as well, where they take the Power Stone to the Collector, it can be quite exposition heavy, but it's needed and brings the Infinity Stones to the light of the MCU, where before obviously they were in there, we had the Ether and Thor, we had the Tesseract and the Spear, but this kind of brings the actual stones to the light. With Groot at the end, where he protects the rest of the Guardians and essentially dies, even though obviously he grows back, but it's really emotional, and it's a really heartwarming and tear-jerking scene. And I don't know how James Gunn and the rest of the crew did it, because it's a tree. He's actually a tree, and I was upset with the first time I saw this, thinking I wouldn't get to see him again. But as I said, I like all the characters here, and I buy more or less everything. It isn't perfect though, so let's talk about some of the stuff I didn't like. Ronan is one of the worst Marvel villains in the entire MCU. I mean, he is acted well and actually feels pretty intimidating at times, but I don't know who he is. I don't know why he's doing what he's doing. I just don't know what he is. Why is he trying to destroy Xandar? Like, I don't know. It seems like he was getting bullied by Thanos. Like, I don't know. I don't care about him at all. And rewatching this film for this review, I realised like he doesn't have that much screen time, I don't think. So yeah, and this film's an hour and 50 minutes around there, so there definitely could have been some more time put towards him, but it is what it is now. There's a massive exposition dump where they're all arrested on Xandar as well, where they're telling us all the names and stuff, and it's kind of just unnecessary. Like, it had funny moments, like with Quill's middle finger machine, and just stuff like that, but it just wasn't necessary, because we kind of knew who they were, and yeah, we didn't know much about Rocket and Groot, but I think we could have figured that out fairly easily ourselves. I think some more time could have been given to Quill and Gamora too. Like, I buy them as a relationship. I think they work, and I think their characters bounce off each other really well, as in the actors, and I think it works, and I buy them in a relationship, but I just think some more time could have been given to make me more invested personally. Being one of the funniest and most enjoyable Marvel movies, and one of my most watched ones, I give Guardians of the Galaxy an 8 out of 10. thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. As always, this is just my opinion. Let me know what you thought of this film. Do you agree or disagree with me? Do you love it or hate it? Let me know in the comments below as long as you do it in a respectful way. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.